Hello and welcome back to Griffin, Indiana. We are doing our massive planting session today. So I've already started the wheat field up at our farm. We are getting the sunflowers put in that. And we are going to get the potatoes in this field. Then we've got cotton to go in the big field, but we'll have to wait till April for that. And soybeans in the field in front of us. So we'll get these done. We'll need to spread fertiliser on this field once we get the potatoes in. I'm still contemplating putting fertiliser on the new massive field we bought, field 12. I know I said last episode I wasn't going to do it, but I'm kind of having second thoughts. We'll see. We'll see what we do. So we're definitely going to have time to do it. So we might just get it done. And we do have narrow tyres on the Kubota at the moment, so we may as well. I might actually do a line up here just so I don't accidentally put potatoes in another field. Okay, that is the plan for today. Planting, fertilising, and we'll probably get to a point where we need to sell some of our bits and pieces again, because we're going to have clothes to sell. It should bring us a decent bit of money. Now, we've already done one expansion. It's whether we do another expansion, or I really do want horses. We might do that with the next amount of money we get. Or look at upgrading some equipment, maybe this tractor, something like that, we'll see. But when we make money, we're going to be spending money. It's good. So I'm going to get this all bashed out as quickly as I can. It's not the fastest task, but it's actually not too bad to do. So I will catch up with you in a bit. This is almost finished our sunflower field. I'm going to get this hooked up to our sprayer. I'm going to buy some liquid fertiliser to do that big field that we bought, field 12. And we can use that liquid fertiliser to do the potato field as well. The reason I'm doing that is this has narrows on it, and I don't want to take the big bulky spreader down onto that field. I think it'd be better to do it with a sprayer. We'll get this dropped off, get the sprayer on. We'll need to nip down to the shop to get some liquid fertiliser. I think I might have to empty the herbicide possibly in the sprayer. We'll get all that done. The potato planting is going pretty well. I think I will need to bring it back up to get topped up shortly. The last time I was down there, it was at, I think it was about 3,000 of 8,000 total that it has in it. So yeah, we're going to have to get it topped up pretty soon. So we're loaded with fertiliser, and we're just going to get this field started. My potato planter is getting emptier by the second. We'll probably get this strip done and then jump in that to get it all topped up again. I'm hoping this helps yield significantly. We'll do a quick check to see what it's going to jump up by. Like, I wasn't planning on doing this. It's just like, yeah, beating at me. We'll get it done. Saying 103 here. 118, 135. Okay, it jumps up quite a bit then. Yeah, it's definitely worth doing. I'm glad I backtracked on my decision to do that. Okay, let's go into the big John Deere and see how full our potato planter still is. We got here just in time, we're at 2%. He's just about to start another row. So we'll do the trek back to the farm to get this topped up with potatoes. Past halfway, so filling it will easily finish the field. And then we just need to get it sprayed. Getting through it. So if I had to buy another IBC, we seem to go through a lot more than I was thinking I was going to go through. I did let a worker just finish it off while I was topping up the potato planter. That's this field. I need to get that started once I get this going again. Yeah, it seems to have gone through a lot. I'm kind of confused. It's a big field right enough, but we've not actually done much of the field. We've gone all the way around the outside, apart... Oh, I'll show you where the workers stopped. What rate are we going down at? Oh, I suppose it is down at nothing and we're having to put 200 on. That will probably be why, Craig. Yes, it's doing 500 litres, but that's a lot of spray we're going to need. That's why we emptied fast. It wasn't an anomaly, it was just maybe to... I'm going to let the worker take over on this and we'll get our potato field finished off. I am looking at our money and we are scarily close to dipping into our overdraft. But we will have a lot to sell pretty soon, so I'm not overly concerned by it. We're just going to sell these 5 pallets of sunflower oil. It's still at a good price. It is coming down though. I thought, oh, we've got 5, may as well just sell them and it'll keep us from dipping into the negative numbers for now. We've still got a couple more pallets to produce, but I don't know if we'll get them in this month or not, but we'll see. If we do, we'll probably just try and sell them. If not, it's not a massive issue. Yeah, that's put us in a nicer position. 34,000. That's the first half of our planting all done. That's the potatoes done and the sunflowers done. Now we do have the big task of our big field and then field 9 to do. But with that we don't need to do any spraying because we'll just be planting with the planter that puts down fertiliser, and then soybeans don't need any fertiliser anyway. So yeah, we're about halfway through. Our worker is getting the other field sprayed. It's maybe about halfway, just past halfway. Once that's done, I'll quickly get the potato field done. Then I think we'll just rest up till April so that we can start getting the next fields done, planted. Now we will be clothes are getting, the price for clothes is going up. The price for clothes is going up. It is supposed to be at its peak in May. Keep an eye on it. I do still have possibly about 4 or 5 pallets left of sunflower oil that will be made. So I just need to see what the price is with that. They're just going to try and keep us afloat while we wait on the clothes being available. Just because we're buying fertiliser and things and it's taking our money down quite significantly. Because the field on the left is taking a lot of fertiliser. But it will pay for itself once we get harvesting. Because the yield has gone up like 35% or something. So yeah, it's definitely going to help once we get to the harvest. So yeah, cracking on and getting through it. That's our new big field finished spraying. We've put about 5,000 litres of liquid fertiliser onto it. Mainly just because canola is a high fertiliser crop. If it was anything else, it probably wouldn't have been as bad. But it is going to make our yield like 35% better. So I think it's going to be worth it. Hopefully it's worth it. We spent a lot of money on fertiliser. And now the last job for today is getting the potato field done. And then we can get on to the second half of this planting session. So we got the potato field all fertilised. We're now into April. I'm going to get the cotton field started, which is going to be a massive cotton field. Which is going to be very good for our clothing business. But we do have some stuff to sell, so I think I'll do... Should just get... Yeah, I'll get this field started, and then we'll get stuff sold, because clothes are actually at a good price. It says it's fallen, and it says it maxes next month, but it's at that good a price, I just kind of want to do it. And we've got a little bit of sunflower oil left, so I think we'll get rid of that as well, because it's not far off being a good price, and it just gets it all kind of cleaned up. Don't really have anything else that is any good to us, really. Starch, but there's only going to be 3 pallets worth. I did notice we do have quite a low amount of vegetable fat, so I might have to put some soya beans, I think. Yeah, I think we'll put some soybeans into our potato production plant to get that vegetable fat up. So I'll get this started, and then we'll start moving things about. So that's one round done, and we are almost empty of our seeds and fertilizer. This is the issue I have with this planter. It's really good width, like a working width, but seed capacity and fertilizer capacity is not that great. So I do think we'll probably look at getting another one. I think it's definitely going to have to get done. Especially now that we've got like field 12 as well, which is a big field. I don't want to be carting up and down constantly. We could get a seed hopper and things, but I think just upgrading the planter would be the simplest of solutions. So we'll look at that once we get everything sold. Again, it's not needed this year. So we can go into the back of our sort of planned purchases, because we do need to get our... Well, I need a shed, I think, so we can get the farm upgraded a little bit. And then we are looking at some sort of horse pen, because I do want to try horses. So those are the first things I want to get, as well as maybe another bit of land. But I will keep in the back of my head that we are looking for a planter. We'll get this set off, and we will go and get some stuff sold. So I'm doing the selling in 2 lots. I'll get the oil sold here first, and then we'll get the clothes done all at once, just to make sure we've got plenty of space. 24,000 from our 4,000 litres of oil, I will take that. That will pay for a fertiliser, maybe. Our big new purchase is coming on well. It's going to be fun to harvest, and that'll make us quite a bit of money from canola oil. Or at least that's the plan. That's us fully loaded with our clothes. We're going to take them to the grocery mart. And this is going to be the biggest payday we have had all season. Okay, the first half got us a lot there. What's that? 200,000. Plus another 143. I don't even know, I can't even add that up, all that up. That's mental. It's like almost 500,000. We made almost 500,000 from our clothes there. That is meant. We can buy another field. We can buy fields, what was it? 9? Was it 9? 11. I think we should actually do that. Okay, I'm going to drop this trailer off. We've still got a job to do. We've got to get some soybeans to our potato place, because we're running low on vegetable fat. Should really check the water at both places as well. I've not rented a tanker for some time. Get our soybeans loaded and brought down here, and then we will check for the water and things. I'm not sure just to put all the soybeans in or not. I need to check what the ratio is. If it's 2 to 1, that would keep it just going for a while, and we wouldn't really have to worry about it. But I'll double check once we get loaded. So I just put all the soybeans into the potato plant because it'll just save me worrying about it. Like, I know we might lose out on money on selling them, but it'll stop me having to think about doing it anytime soon. So they're all in. I rented this. This is all what I've been doing with the water. I've just been renting this trailer. It cost us like $2,500 to rent it. And then I've just been sort of maxing out. Why is it not doing that now? I was doing it earlier. Yeah, I've just been maxing out the greenhouse, popping up the potato processing plant as it kind of comes. So it's been working well. Yeah, I finally found the trigger point. Last time I was able to do it the way I done it, unless I just wasn't paying attention. But yeah, we just be filling this up. We top out the greenhouse and the potato processing plant. I just put a load in and then just keep it as well ahead of what it needs. But yeah, we'll get this done. I do need to get some seeds and maybe fertilizer delivered to the farm. But we'll get this done first, and then we'll get that sorted so we can finish our planting session. Because we still have, well, big fields in progress, and then we've got field 9 to put soybeans in. So yeah, we're cracking on well, and then we also need to look at, before we actually rest up till May, because that's when we can plant our soybeans, do need to look at if we buy another field or not, which I am leaning towards doing, because it'll mean we can get some more money in. Which in turn means we can keep growing. I still really want horses. I think we can do both. I genuinely think we can do both. Right, I'll get this cracking on and I'll check in names again when we're finishing off the planting of the big field. So that is the big field. Finally all done. So now we need to... Well, I'm going to look at what fields might buy, and we've just got one more field to go with the soybeans, but we do need to wait till May until we can plant that. So I'll get this topped up. I think I'm actually going to use the other seeder because it takes more. It takes like 1,600 seeds as opposed to this takes 800. So that might work better. It is narrower, but then it saves time coming back. It should be better. I'm going to get this tied up and then we'll jump onto the map and see what our next purchase is going to be. So I was wrong. This can only hold 800. I forgot that it's got a dual tank on it. I think we will just use our bigger one because it's not going to make any difference. Silly, silly me forgetting that. Switched it over and everything. I did look at planters. I do kind of think the Great Plains one would work well because it can be a seeder slash planter too. Need to check though if it cultivates as well. We'll just direct drill. Not the end of our world if it can't. We just need to maybe get a disc drill and a disc harrow instead of a actual cultivator, so we don't have to deal with stones as much. But we'll look into that when we need to. We've got a while left because we're not going to be using another planter again for another year. So we'll... Oh, no, not actually. We're going to be planting canola for this year because we need to get that done. Right, let's go and check what field we're going to buy. So we have a few options for fields. We have field 21, which has got a nice expected yield, and it's not a bad price per hectare. 25 as well, which is a good yield. Not such a good yield on 26. We actually can't afford that because that's quite a significant size of field. But yeah, that's an option. at some point 26. It's not the best yield, so the ones here are probably going to be the 3 that we look at most. Now, 25 and 21 don't have anything in them yet. And 11 has wheat, which we don't really have production for it, but we can just sell all the produce for it. So I think it's the one to go for because we get that essentially for free. So we'll buy that. Now we still have 160,000 left. So that should be enough for looking at horses. I do need to just actually go on Mod Hub and see what things are there. Mods for horse sort of, what I'm trying to say, horse houses? No, that's not it. Like husbandry bits. You know what I'm on about. Pens and things. And possibly other mods that are for training of them, because I know that can be a bit annoying. But we'll have a look at that. That'll be the next episode, we'll probably do that. But now we have this field purchased. We'll get our field 9. We need to put soybeans in. So we'll quickly rest up till May. And when we're down there, we will check to see what we can do with that field to maybe improve the yield on it. So we'll see you in May. So I'm on our new purchase field. It's saying expected yield is currently at 79%. What we need to do though is we need to actually purchase the soil map, which is always a costly endeavour. Only 10,000 for that one. Ooh, look at that. And yeah, so we will probably put some fertilizer down on this. It's now saying expected yield 103. That's because we have crop rotation on. pH is bad. Everything's always bad because for some reason the farmers who we buy these from don't look after the fields. No idea why, but yep, they don't. So I think we'll fertilize it like we did with the field 12 just to give us a little bit of a boost in field performance. And we'll definitely be putting some lime down once we get it harvested. Yeah, it's not too bad and it's almost ready to harvest. I'm hoping we can actually still get some fertilizer on it to assist. I think that'll be us for this episode. We're getting the soybeans planted. That'll all be done for the next episode. We've had a busy day of planting and selling. I'm still surprised how much money we kind of made. It was, yeah, we were at 500,000 for one point again. That was just from selling some clothes. That is awesome. So we'll keep pushing on. Now we've got 2 big fields. Next year's income should be a lot higher. So then we can grow and grow and grow and see how far we can actually take this. Now, in the next episode, we are going to be doing a lot of spraying. And we're needing to look at the horse situation. Because I really want horses. I want to just try it again. Tried it once before. And I didn't really give it my full sort of all to it. So yeah, we'll definitely look to do that. But thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed the video, please give it a like. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. And I will see you guys again next week. Goodbye.